Hello friends, on this absolutely chilly day in Chicago, I'm going to review Rouge Bunny Rouge's latest product innovation, Skin Soul Drops Foundation Essence. So you may or may not have seen these on the market as of late. Several lines have come out with customizable foundation serums or highly pigmented foundations. The one from Rouge Bunny Rouge, I'm going to give you all just a comparison and just some key points on what makes this formulation so unique and so special. So to begin, Rouge Bunny Rouge is an indie luxury cosmetics line from Europe. I believe it launched a little over 2 years ago. And just a little bit of a caveat here, I did serve as their director of artistry for about 2 years. So I heavily experimented with a lot of their products, and I also focused a lot on education for Rouge Bunny Rouge. So this product is absolutely new to me. I just got it in the mail a couple days ago actually, and I'm so excited about it. I've already begun to play with it, and I have it on today right here. So let me tell you just a little bit more about the formula. For the size, it's 0.51 ounces. However, what you get inside is a highly concentrated pigment of color. So when you essentially apply, you can totally customize your level of coverage depending on how many drops you use. So for example, I'm gonna pop this up right here so you guys can actually see the color and formulation. My color is actually the middle shade. It's called Lalla, and Lalla is great for anyone that has a light to medium skin with a golden undertone. This color is just slightly too deep for me as it stands now, but towards the summer season, this will probably be spot on. It'll be my exact shade since I have light skin with golden undertones. So it comes in a dropper like this, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out here so you could see the formula dropping. You definitely wanna give it a good shake before you use it. And you could hear it, it's definitely a pure liquid, but it is highly concentrated. So what makes this so special? I would say it is actually the waxes that are used and comprised in the formulation. There is jojoba, there is sunflower oil, and I believe there's also mimosa. So these are all waxes that closely embody and mimic the skin's natural oil production. So the end result is a totally natural, either light coverage to full coverage effect. There's also highly advanced silicones, which also help with glide. And there's also mica, which kind of gives the skin a slightly reflective quality. So when it comes to finish, this formulation isn't completely matte, okay? So you do get a satin finish. The skin looks like skin, even when you're building a light to full coverage with this foundation. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I do have this on, and I've applied about 2 drops mixed with my favorite facial oil. I have a little sample of it right here. So this is exactly what I used. And what I did was I combined 2 drops of the Skin Soul Drops on the back of my hand. And then what I did is I took about 3 to 5 drops of my facial oil and then mixed it over the top of my hand. And then I used my favorite go-to Sigma Beauty, not Sigma Booty because who wants that, foundation brush. And then what I did is I just mixed it together on the top of my hand, and then I began applying it by buffing it on in circular motions, focusing along the center part of the complexion and then working the product in an outward motion. So I'm going to demo exactly how you would do it. I already have it on my face applied, but I'm going to show you how it looks like at the back or on the back of my hand. So I'm going to take about 1 drop, and then I'm just going to show you guys how it looks like on its own without even being blended. Okay, so here it is right here. Now if I took my ring finger and I started swatching it, you're going to see how highly pigmented it actually is. Okay, so lots of color and coverage payoff right there. So if you wore this just on its own, it would be super high coverage. So you would have to be really, really careful. It's really only meant to be blended in and mixed with your favorite primer or your favorite cream, lotion, facial oil, any kind of moisturizer. So it's definitely totally meant to be custom blended versus worn on its own. You can wear it as a concealer. So if you wore it as a concealer, you would just simply add maybe a drop or a dot of your favorite eye serum or perhaps your eye cream, and then 1 drop of the actual foundation essence, and then you would apply it with either your fingertips or a brush. A brush is definitely highly recommended when applying this formula. You're just going to get the most even and consistent finish. So I'm going to now take the facial oil that I have onto the stripe, and I'm going to apply about 2 drops. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to take my Sigma brush and I'm going to begin blending it out. So you're going to notice that with 2 drops, I'm going to probably get about a medium coverage, okay? With 1 drop, I would get just a sheer tinted moisturizer-like coverage. So 2 to 3 drops for medium, 1 drop for sheer coverage, and if you want to go for full coverage, you want to add about 4 drops of the Foundation Essence foundation drops onto your hand, and then mix it with your desired level of moisture as well to build the coverage. So there it is right here. Okay, so you're gonna see my 2 hands side by side. That's the level of coverage that you get. So once again, totally natural looking, buildable with a satin finish. What's also cool about the actual formulation is because it's instilled with sunflower and jojoba waxes, it actually will be very versatile, so it doesn't matter what you mix this foundation with, whether it is a water-based primer, whether it is a facial oil, or a more highly concentrated cream, the end result will mimic your skin's natural texture according to your skin type, which is fabulous. So this is the coverage for medium. Here I have nothing on my hand. It totally covers any kind of redness or veins as well, which is also great. So I definitely did like this foundation. And the only drawback maybe, or a slight drawback, would be the price point. It is at a higher level. It is $63. However, if you're only using a few drops each time and you're mixing in with your moisturizer, this bottle should last you at least 5 to 6 months at the very least. So higher price point, but we'll see how long this lasts. I have a feeling mine will last a solid 7 to 8 months because I use it sparingly and only need a few drops for medium to full coverage. So you can find the Skin Soul Drops Foundation Essence from Rouge Bunny Rouge on rougebunnyrouge.com. It retails for $63. I'm going to list all the details below. So if you did enjoy this review, please give it a like, thumbs up, comment, share, and thanks so much for joining me. Till next time. Bye guys.